Temperature sensors are the most vital part of the entire thermal loop. If you have a temperature controller that doesn't have a good sensor, you don't know what your process is doing, and your heater doesn't know when to turn a relay on or off. We talked about a simple thermostat, which we use here at PowerBlanket in a lot of our systems. Again, the most widely used temperature sensing device in the world. It's placed right on the surface of the process. This one happens to combine two technologies in one in that it has a relay in it. But the idea is that it senses the temperature right where the temperature needs to be sensed. A second example is a thermocouple. Thermocouples consist of two dissimilar wires. This is a type J thermocouple. There's a lot of different types of thermocouples, but this is the most common one. A J thermocouple consists of an iron wire and a Constantine wire that are joined together with a little braze. At different temperatures, it puts out a different EMF, and your controller can sense that EMF. It's a very light voltage signal, and make corrections to the output to the relay and to the heater. So when using a thermocouple, you got a pretty accurate form of control. Another type of sensor that's really common is an RTD. These are a couple different common RTDs. RTDs are what's called a resistance temperature detector. RTDs will actually put out more resistance at higher temperatures and lower resistance at lower temperatures. These RTDs are very accurate and can be placed in a lot of different locations. What's most important is where is that temperature sensing point most important for you. If sensors are the most important part of the thermal loop, where you put them is actually even more important. Sensor placement means that I put this sensor in the exact area where the heat needs to be added. So if you have a surface that needs to be controlled at a given temperature, you need to make sure that sensor is right on that surface. This is an ambient air sensing thermostat that's designed to be put into standard hardware. It senses air temperature outside. So in a typical heat trace application or a freeze protection application, when it sees, say, a temperature of 35 degrees, it turns the entire heating system on. So this needs to be placed up in the air, maybe on the north side of the plant in the wind, in the coldest possible part of the plant, not hidden behind an I-beam or down in a warm area inside of a building. A sensor could also be placed on a pipe. It could be placed inside of a tank, but make sure that it's in the application right where it needs to be so your heater can provide the most efficient form of control based on the type of controller and the type of relay that you've selected. PowerBlanket offers complete thermal solutions, whether it's the temperature sensor, the controller, the relay, or the heater. We can do a large variety of applications. We've got a lot of people here that have a lot of experience helping people like you in your facility. No matter what the application is, PowerBlanket has you covered.